Next, let's move to the part 2, components of paper writing. These are the different ways of scientific communication. We communicate our science, the logic, the findings through the reports, theses and dissertations, journal articles, books and book chapters, technical manuals or user guides, research proposals. Of course, research proposals are also the way to express our scientific communication, scientific logic. Then slide presentations and also the posters that you present in the conferences. They are all come under the scientific communication. These are the different types of scientific articles. We all know about the research and review articles. There is also a type called as short communications or letters, where researchers report the preliminary innovation. They may have found something very significant and they want to claim their names as the first ones to invent that concept. So they will go for this kind of short communication or letters. In this case, people always go on to publish a full paper after this publication of short communication or letter. Okay, and there are type called as notes and correspondences, where people discuss, fight, argue about the scientific concepts, and they may report some innovation. They may report on the non-reproducibility of any work. These all things will be disclosed in under the notes and correspondences. So what is a standard format of a research article? Any research article may contain these sections: title, abstract, introduction, experimental or materials and methods, results and discussion, conclusion, acknowledgements, references, figures and tables. These are the basic components of any research article. Okay, and let's start with the title. Why do we need a best title? Title is the ones, it's like a caption or the name of your article. It is the one going to impress the reviewers, editors, and of course the readers or the researchers who are looking for your paper. So your title should always have the keywords, suitable keywords. It should be grammatically correct, it should be accurate, and it should stand alone. You don't need to write like a paragraph or 2 or 3 lines, sentences. Okay, so when should I write a title, or when should I decide a title for my research paper? Always decide or write the title of your paper after you complete your work, after you complete your text writing. Okay, because only then you will know what are the components inside your manuscript and what are the things you should mention or highlight in the title. Okay, let me give you some tips for writing best titles. Okay, here I have given one example. The authors might have used some magnetic alloy. Instead of using this common term, it is always suggested to go with the actual names. Okay, because when someone tries to make literature survey or search for some paper related to these vanadium or iron alloy, your paper may not come in the first instance if you use some common name. Okay, always be precise, use the specific terms in the title itself. Okay, and avoid phrases like on the, or starting with a study of, study on, research on, report on, regarding, or use of. These are the phrases which are not much impressive for the editors or reviewers. Okay, and always avoid using the at the beginning. It's also not the best practice to use this word in the title. And avoid using non-quantitative and meaningless words. Okay, like rapid or new, unless otherwise your work is outstandingly innovative. Then you can go for these kind of words like rapid. Let's say literatures are describing a methodology which needs a week or more than 1 day. You may have find a short experimental method which can be completed within a few hours. In those cases, you can go for the word rapid, or even a novel. Otherwise, it is always better to avoid such words. Okay, the next one, authors and affiliations. When you write author names, always write the first name and then the last name, and don't you include any designations or doctor or professor, because when I receive some of the research papers, I used to see that all the authors might have been from the same department, but they use 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers. I mean, in order to distinguish from professor and student and research scholar. There is no such thing as an international practice. It is always better to avoid designations and professional tags in the when you write the authors and affiliations. Okay, and in some cases, two of your student or yourself and another student or colleague might have contributed equally to the paper, but there will be a conflict like who should be the first author. In those cases, go for the word like equal contribution. You may use some asterisk or ash symbol to indicate that these two authors or these three authors contributed equally. I can give you one example with my paper. In this paper, this student and myself contributed equally. So I have included a star symbol behind the after the names of the authors, and I mentioned like these authors contributed equally to this work. This is a internationally recognized way to indicate who are the authors contributed much in the paper. Okay, so